It's Monday and we're back with the dolls, y'all. You know what I realized about Framed? Framed is way less about, hey, I've seen this movie, and way more from this screenshot, how many metadata tags can I get? And then multiplying them by each other to destroy every movie that's ever been made until there's only like 3 movies left. Like, this is a movie about amateur boxing. A movie about amateur boxing, The Fighter. Okay, it's a movie about amateur boxing, and it ends. Sorry, I don't like the way this is lined up right now. Me if I was a barber. That's maybe worse, but that's okay. A movie about amateur boxing that ends in the Royal Tenenbaum Cemetery. Creed 2. Creed 2. It's not Creed. A lot of you guys thought you were really slick for going Creed on that one. Real Creed heads who haven't... Actually, I think Creed 2 is the one I saw. I haven't seen Creed or Creed 3, but I have seen Creed 2. Also, you might want to see Rocky if you guessed Rocky. Because, like, this is not what movies look like in 1975. Which is fine. In many ways, they kind of look better, but like it's like a crazy. If you guess Rocky for this one, you might not be aware that the 20th century came to pass. Also, this is shot like a virtual reality game. There we go. Not very few Rockies on that one. I appreciate that. What do we got going on here? That's Creed 2 is the Rocky 4 redo. That's right. What? When they say they're out of tapioca pudding? Creep. Who the heck guessing creep for that, man? Oh, man. No. That's not Creep, dude. Creep is the bad guy from Creed 3, right? Am I right? Or did he? No, I don't think he got exonerated. I think he's done. Jonathan Majors, right? He was in Creed 3. That's right. You're right. He didn't care if it hurt. Michael B. Jordan. He wanted to have control of the fight. After his Titans stint, Jonnu Smith sent 2 seasons with this AFC team from 2021 to 2022. Too bad it wasn't a Tidian stint. Am I right, fellow Bacchus and Ariadne heads? You ever seen that painting? It's an amazing painting, man. You know what they should do? Instead of having paintings in art galleries and traveling theater companies, they should have traveling galleries and let the actors and actresses stay in the theater. It's easier to move paintings than it is to move people, bro. They do have traveling galleries, but like they don't bring the best paintings. No disrespect. Like, when was the last time the Sistine Chapel came to Toronto? When was the last time Michelangelo's David came to Bellingham, Washington? Art is fragile? UPS, bro. UPS. Don't be mad. UPS is hiring. That's what I'm saying. The Vatican is not sending their best. All that shit, they painted that shit on the fucking walls. So they have an excuse. Oh, we'd love to send our best art. Unfortunately, fucking Giotto and Masaccio painted that shit on the fucking wall. What do you want us? You can't expect us to transport the whole fucking wall, right, bitch? Fuck you, Pope. What's his name? Cletus? Cornelius? I forgot the Pope. He just got elected like a month ago. What's his name? Leo? Leo's right. Leo. Okay, that's right. Leo the 11th. Pope Cletus, listen, all I know is he's American, and he cheers for the White Sox. Leo the 14th, holy man, get some new material. Hey, I have absolutely no, if it's not clear as of right now, I have no idea what this is. AFC teams, such as the Pittsburgh Steelers are in the AFC, and it is incorrect. But it's less incorrect than it could have been. In the 2000s decade, this American League team had a season where they lost over 110 games and another where they went to the World Series. I'm going to guess that this is the Marlins. They're always doing stuff like, what? Actually, White Sox makes sense. White Sox and Tigers both make sense. Oh, the Marlins are in the NL. Oh. This South African golfer, Sergio Garcia. Ernie Els! Ernie Els! Ernie Els! How could they, man? He's one of like 7 golfers I know. What's the most populated U.S. state without a single Big Four sports team? Fuck you, man. That's hard, dude. That's a lot of... I would imagine that it's... My prediction is almost that it's like Midwest, Northeast. And it doesn't have one because it's close to other states that have a bunch. So let's start with some takes here, okay? It's not Florida, it's not Georgia. I was thinking of the Carolinas, but surely there's a Charlotte team in the NBA, and then I think the Hurricanes play in Raleigh. So Indiana has some, Illinois has some, Minnesota, Wisconsin is close, but they got a couple. Missouri obviously has some. Arkansas doesn't. Kansas does. Missouri is actually, wait. Well, Kansas is weird because Kansas City is in Missouri, as Stephen Merritt taught me. Oregon has some. Idaho doesn't, but is pretty small, or like not populous at least, but it could be a candidate. Nevada recently got one, 2 actually. Arizona has some. New Mexico doesn't, but it's fairly sparse. Oklahoma does. This is too hard. Maryland does. Rhode Island doesn't have a lot of people. Alabama doesn't and may have more people than Idaho and New Mexico. Mississippi. I'm going to Alabama. Nothing in the NHL. Nothing in the MLB. Nothing in the NFL. Nothing in the NBA. What do you think, chat? Virginia makes sense. Georgia? Close. I think they have a team in every league. I'm just highlighting someone who got a wronger answer than me. I'm pretty sure they have a team in every single league of the Big Four. No NHL? Okay, that's true. Forgot about that. You're obviously forgetting about the Macon Warriors, who won the Stanley Cup last year. Shout out to The Walking Dead Season 1 from Telltale Games for teaching me Macon, Georgia. How does he know Macon? That's where Lee was from, man. Lee! That game would be a movie, man. If they had, they put Lee from Walking Dead Season 1 in Rush Hour. Lee! They're zombies, man! Imagine. That's Paul Rudd and Beau Bridges. That's probably what Paul Rudd is supposed to look like at his age. But are you Beau Bridges, man? Who are you? I think you're Joe Biden, but Beau Bridges? Pierce Brosnan? Yeah, I can see Pierce Brosnan in there. It looks a lot like Joe Biden, man. If Joe Biden got like a hair transplant, that would. What if he came out of hiding and he looked like this, man? That would be so sick. And he ran again. He ran in 2028. They yassified me. They yassified me, Jack. Oreo, or I've seen this at the grocery store. Oreo made a collaboration, I believe, with Selena Gomez to make the Selena Gomez Oreo. And I know this one because the first time I saw it, there was a huge cardboard arch that they set up that was like Oreo, and then there was like a standee of Selena Gomez, and then under the arch was like 1,000 boxes of Selena Gomez Oreos. And then like a week later, I went there and the arch and the standee were gone. And there was just like a shipping crate piled almost to the ceiling with Selena Gomez Oreos. I don't think they're selling, man. I don't wish her ill. I just like, I'm not buying Oreos because then I'm going to eat Oreos, man. They taste good, but they're good for you in the sense that they always show up in those lists that are like, eat this instead of eating a 1,200 calorie crumble cookie. Eat 2 Oreos. Oreos are actually surprisingly good for you if you amortize out an entire box over 22 days, eating 1 serving a day. Most known for playing Rory Gilmore. Alexis Bledel had a major role that netted her multiple supporting Emmy nominations on this streaming show from 2017 to 2025. I have no idea. Pretty Little Big Little Lies. I always get them confused. Big Little Lies. It's not that. Mr. Robot. Handmaid's Tale. Sorry, my bad. I've only read the book. I must be stupid. Alec Guinness received an Oscar nomination for playing a character by some known under the alias Ben. That's Star Wars, bro. That's Star Wars A New Hope. I can drink whiskey and red wine, champagne all night. I actually know this one in the realm of dog shit saccharine country music songs. Tequila is like, I can drink everything, but unfortunately I can no longer drink tequila because it reminds me of you. I know that one. Who are Dan plus Shay? I think they did Prank v Prank. Let me see what I got going on here, man. Patriots, who cares? Tigers, fair enough. Ernie Els should have gotten it. Virginia, chat was on that one. Pierce Brosnan, a.k.a. This is Joe Biden. Handmaid's Tale. Star Wars, of course. Tequila. This is Joe Biden. Got to be the worst playlist on Spotify. What, you don't like Camptown Races? Doo-dah, doo-dah. You don't like when the Saints go marching in? Shrinkage. Contraction. Whatever. Freezing. Melting. Vaporization. Condensation. State changes that can happen to water. Yeah, phase transitions for liquids, bitch. Neil deGrasse Tyson could never. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson versus Neil deGrasse Tyson. 6 rounds of trivia, 6 rounds of boxing. Who wins? Canadian things. Oh, words from Seinfeld. Shrinkage, yada yada, Festivus. Regifting? Is regifting a Seinfeld original? That's crazy, man. That show had some serious cultural cachet. Regifting is, the rest of them for sure, regifting is so commonplace as a word now. I can't believe that it was originated from Seinfeld. That's crazy. Possessive, quote, contraction, and foot. These are elements of typography. What apostrophe can indicate. And then extra icing bonus gravy. The average breakfast request on a Disney cruise. Additional perk. Oh, that's right. Bonus extra icing gravy. Okay. Right but wrong, right but wrong. In 10 years, the word skibbity will be on this. Okay, buddy. In 10 years, like literally like 6% of people in chat aren't going to be alive. So like maybe we're not worried about the right sort of stuff, right? Oh no, skibbity is going to exist in the cultural legacy. Bro, 1 in 16 of us ain't making it, okay? We got to worry about who cares if skibbity is going to be on connections in 10 years, bro? Not me. I'm going to be fine. That's why in the fantasy football league I'm proposing to the dads, I think we should do one of those fucked up, like if you come in last place, you have to like eat a bowl of shit or something like that. Because I could see myself in a league of 8 to 12 dads. I could come 6th, 5th, but there's no shot I'm coming last. So I think someone should eat a bowl of shit. Or like spend 24 hours inside of like a tanning bed or something. What are the just nothing too sick, just something like something to put some incentive, you know, to have some skin in the game. Ceremonial band, ring. First official state hand gesture. Following a 2024 Hawaiian bill, that's the shaka. Deck with major and minor arcana is tarot. Just love. Love. No, I thought they could be really tricky. Boardwalk has the highest rent. Cool place to be on a sunny day. Something's not right, man. Name that might come first during alphabetical roll call. Okay, so that's Aaron, obviously. Hybrid athletic garment, the skort. Just loathe, hate. One whose name is in lights, a star. Ceremonial band is a sash. The shade, of course, the shade. Insubordinate and churlish. My league did 24 hours in an IHOP and every pancake reduced it by an hour. You guys, I'm glad you're having fun. Am I insane to think that I would probably spend 90 minutes inside of that IHOP? I think I would just eat 22 and a half pancakes over 90 minutes and be good to go. Like that, I would be full, don't get me wrong. That's what I did. But that's not even really like that much of a punishment, man. You're not eating 22 pancakes? I think you'd be surprised, man. 48 hours fixes it? Buddy, people got shit to do, okay? Like, that's just ridiculous. If I start throwing out some shit that's like, oh, the loser has to spend a fucking weekend inside of an IHOP. Like, these people have families, man. Are you insane? Even 24 hours, you gotta like shuffle shit around for your whole quarter to get someone to block 24 hours off. You're talking about getting them to spend a whole weekend in the IHOP? The hell are you talking about, man? Fuck it. We'll just put a band on it. Wait, how much is a band to get? A rack is 1,000, right? What's a band? Is it like this? Is it something like that? I got 6 weeks of fucking Adobe Photoshop software as a service access as a result of this, bitch. Show some respect. I can make thumbnails for 6 weeks off of that. And there's more where that came from. That was the mini. It's refreshing all the bits in my head right now. Frito-Lay vendor pack Flaming Hot Cheetos, 50 times 1 ounce Dubai chocolate Labubu. I have to imagine this is... An ounce is really small. I have to imagine this is $12.99 in October. Oh! The Halloween snack purchaser has logged on. Doink! That's a perfect, like... What is it they do on The Price is Right when they doink it? Ding, 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 ding. Somebody got it exactly right. What's this title, man? I've been hitting my daughter with the Labubu stare all weekend. Anytime she hasn't laughed in like 6 minutes, I go... She loves it, man. Especially if she just ended a sentence in a syllable like that ends in oo. And then I go, ooh, Labubu? She loves it. She cries every time. Which has less monthly searches, Blockbuster or Daycare? I say Blockbuster, man. Mostly a cultural curiosity. Well, I'm in a bubble, apparently. More people care about Blockbuster than the population crisis, I guess. Less monthly streams, Blur or the Lumineers? This is a really tough question, man. They're both really popular. The Lumineers, possibly more popular at their peak, but also much, 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 much shittier. And I feel like we're well past like the, hey, I'm sorry to say, if anybody out there is watching this and they're wearing this, I feel so bad for you. Because like you didn't ask for this. But we're past this. We're past the white boys in big hats era, I think. I don't know what era we're on. Sadly, we seem to be in the white boys in red baseball hats era. But one thing's for sure, I know we're past this. And this wasn't even peak wide brim, because they were going all the way out here. They were wearing like some Raiden hats. But I'm going to hope there's some Lumineers. Blur's had a long time to build up that catalog, man. All right. I don't know shit about the world, man. There's still people out there going, hey! I'm a song story. Hey! I'm a song higher rating? I'm going to say The Departed. Now we're back, man. Ooh, ooh. And this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. I truly believe that 2001 A Space Odyssey has a lower rating, even though they're both important, but it's a more important movie. I think a lot of people that love Star Wars tapped the fuck out at the ayahuasca trip. I bet that's like mid-sevens. It's up there. It's still up there. Lower rating. I'm still going to believe it's 2001. Blade Runner is a little bit more... Oh, fair enough. Dude, what? That's crazy to me. I like them both. I really like them both. I thought Blade Runner would be much higher. Blade Runner's more of a drag? Listen, I think that's an insane statement. Because 2001 A Space Odyssey opens with like 35 minutes of apes running around, and then it ends with 35 minutes of a dude while like colored lights flash in his eyes, and then like he turns 117 years old in a bed with like a fucking domino at the foot of the bed. Blade Runner wasn't respected at the time of its release. That's really relevant because if I remember correctly, Blade Runner and IMDb came out on the same day. Somebody fact check that for me. Everybody was leaving Blade Runner going like, I gotta invent the internet so I can let people know that I think Blade Runner is a 6 out of 10. The hell are you talking about, man? It's been fact-checked by real American patriots. All right, this is what it's all about. I got to lock in for this, man. I got to lock in for this. It's Clues by Sam, all right? Wanda is one of Ryan's 5 criminal neighbors. I truly believe, this might take us 15 minutes. I truly believe if I do this 3 to 5 times a week, I will get smarter over the course of 2 years. Wanda is one of Ryan's 5 criminal neighbors. That one's easy. Wanda is a criminal. Sophia is one of 2 criminals in row 4. Row 4, Sophia, you're a criminal. Chavi is one of 5 innocents on the edges. You're innocent, bro. Anna is one of Bobby's 2 criminal neighbors. Anna, you're a criminal. Hilda's only criminal neighbor is Gabe's neighbor. Okay. That means, hang on. All of Hilda's neighbors are Gabe's neighbors, bitch. You fucker. Okay, let's think here for a second. Sophia is one of 2 criminals in row 4. Wanda is one of Ryan's 5 criminal neighbors. But there's 8 neighbors, and that means 3 of them are innocents. And there's 2 criminals in row 4, which means at least Hilda's only criminal neighbor. I can do this. The hints are Wanda and Donna. Never mind. Hilda's only criminal neighbor is Gabe's neighbor. That means Gabe is innocent. The only innocent above Donna is above Zara. The only innocent below Donna, is above Zara. Which means Zara is a criminal. The only criminal above Chavi is Sophia's neighbor. Where the fuck? Sophia, the only criminal above Chavi is Sophia's neighbor. Which means you're innocent. There are 3 criminals in row 5, which means Terry's a criminal. There are no innocent painters neighboring Olaf. You're guilty, bitch. Exactly 1 innocent in row 4 is neighboring Olaf. That means, because we know there are 3 criminals, there's 2 criminals, 2 innocents. 1 innocent in row 4 is neighboring Olaf, which means Olaf has to be innocent. Otherwise, he would border 2 innocents. Oh! That was huge. That most people would struggle on that one. Okay. And then there's 2 criminals in row 4. Wanda is one of Ryan's 5 criminal neighbors. And he has 2 innocents, he has 3. So 2 of these, 2 of you are innocent, 1 of you is a motherfucker, is all I'm going to say. 1 innocent is neighboring Olaf. Hilda's only criminal neighbor is Gabe's neighbor. One of you two is guilty, bro. But not 2, which means you must be innocent. Let me check this. Okay. Hilda's only criminal neighbor is Gabe's neighbor. So 1 of you 2 is innocent, 1 of you 2 is guilty. Because it says only criminal neighbor. So it's 1 and 1, 50-50 on these guys. But One, wait, where was the other one that got me there? Whatever, you're innocent. It's okay, give me a hint. Hilda's only criminal neighbor is Gabe's neighbor, and Ryan has 5 criminal neighbors. Wait, whoa! Ryan has 5 criminal neighbors. But Hilda only has 1, which means you must be a criminal. Ellie and I only have 1 innocent neighbor in common, which must be Flora. Now, one of you is guilty, the other is innocent. The only innocent above Donna is above Zara. The only innocent below Donna is above Zara. So it could be guilty, guilty, innocent. Let me take a hint. It's getting complicated. Pardon me. Anna is one of Bobby's 2 criminal neighbors. Okay, Ellie is a criminal. The only criminal to the right of Jose is to the left of Megan. Okay, that means you're a criminal, which means you're innocent, which means, okay, that's all set up, bro. And then, honestly, there's just too many clues to work with here. Let me get a hint. The only innocent above Donna is above Zara, which means Hilda's guilty. And then we know one of you's innocent, one of you's guilty. What about Bobby, bro? The only criminal above Chavi is Sophia's neighbor. That means you're innocent, which means you're guilty. And then what's the secret with Bobby, bro? He's one of 5 innocents on the edges. I didn't even think about that, which means you're innocent. Time! Pretty good. Pretty good. Solved in less than 7. I would take that, man. I would take that. Much better. Much, much, much better. We're getting there, man. You were referenced yesterday? You're telling me this for the first time. It was bad enough to experience it myself while doing the puzzle, but then to be added on Discord 150 times yesterday, and then also like 100 times this morning. I'm not blaming Clues by Sam. It's a cheeky little reference, but it's the chat hoppers, man. The Clues by Sam chatters who come to my chat, and then the my chatters who hop over to Clues by Sam's chat. The chat hoppers cause all the problems, man. Me and Sam can work it out on the remix. The dull puzzle quality is increasing over time. I know, it's crazy, right? It's crazy that the dulls keep getting better. AAA franchise games could never. Maybe except for Zelda, but they've literally released like less Zeldas than Assassin's Creeds, even though Zelda was like 23 years earlier. Kind of crazy. Cuba. 9,000. Chad. Now we're talking, bro. Morocco. Egypt. Morocco. Algeria. It's not my strong suit down here. Angola? Congo? Rwanda? Benin? Oh, the chicken leg. Congo, Benin. Sierra Leone? That might be up there. That's up there. Equatorial Guinea. Burkina Faso. Zimbabwe. Oh, shit. I really thought it was there. Eritrea? That's on the other side, huh? So is Djibouti, right? Djibouti's over there. Tanzania? Yeah, I thought it was around there. That one didn't really make any sense. "300 kilometers from Equatorial Guinea." It's not Nigeria, but... Achoo! Dude, achoo! I'm never gonna forget that Chad and Nigeria together looks like a dude sneeze. It's like an infrared camera of a dude sneezing. There needs to be a give up button. I don't know what it is. Côte d'Ivoire? Côte d'Ivoire? It's over there, man. Liberia, also over there. Guinea-Bissau, also over there. It's Sao Tome or Cameroon. Sao Tome and Principe. Sao Tome. St. Thomas, the guy who plucked the thorn from the paw of the lion or whatever. I think so. That's Saint Jerome? It's crazy there's a saint named Jerome, man. See, like the patron saint of NASCAR? St. Thomas is the doubter. I don't respect that because he was rewarded with sainthood. That doesn't seem fair to me. I thought it was like doubters should be punished. Believers should be rewarded. I'm losing my gourd, man. Crash Test Dummies used that Titian painting for God Shuffled His Feet. That was me when I opened up my coffee table book, brother. I was like, all right, let's see what's going on with this Titian motherfucker. All right, he studied under Giovanni Bellini. No disrespect. He made a killer frozen drink. Wow! That's the album with "Here I Stand Before Me with Something's Out of Place, yeah." It's not the one with on it. It's the one after it. "Be measured out in afternoons" at T.S. Eliot. That guy. Yes, it is. Is it? I thought that was on the one. Oh, I was saying Superman's song is on the other album. That's my bad. Fair enough. Been a while. Can you use that voice forever? He's Bradley, whatever his name is, posting. The guy from the Crash Test Dummies. "Here I stand before me. They call them digits. But technically they're known as the phalanges." Is he still around doing that stuff? I always get him confused with the guy from Great Big Sea. Self-driving getting so good, even the crash test dummies are out of a job. Even the crash test dummies, people. I like that. I like that. "My mind's eye is missing from my body. I know it's there, but I can't see where." It's got a harmonica too, man. They got everything. Whatever happened to the crash test dummies, man? This is Newfoundland. This is the Congo. It's the Congo, people. It's that easy. That's the luckiest guess of my fucking life. Oh, man. Box office game. No, 2023 on the box office game. 2023. 2 years ago. They're on tour right now in Canada. Can somebody check and see if they're playing the Save On Food Center in Victoria, BC? I don't know if they're... Maybe they could play the Fox Cabaret. Strike me more as like a PNE sort of... They might be playing summer concerts at PNE. They are. I knew it, man. That concert had the Save on Food Center in Victoria written all fucking over it. Warner Brothers, 162 million. That's Barbie. It's Barbie, bitch. Universal, 82 million. It must be Oppenheimer because it came out the same weekend as Barbie. The story of J. Robert Motherfucker's role in the development of the atomic bomb. Spoilers. Angel Studios, don't Angel Studios make like God's Not Dead? Yeah, this is The Sound of Freedom. They make all those movies, or what is it? Sound of Freedom? Sound of Freedom. They make all those movies that are like, wouldn't it own the libs if you bought 100 tickets to see our movie and then didn't actually go watch it? They're calling it the greatest marketing strategy of any movie studio in history. I'm so mad. I'm so mad this movie's making so much money. And nobody's watching it at all. Actually, some people watch it because I remember some celebrities, back when I was on social media, some celebrities going crazy and being like, I just watched this movie that isn't real, but at the start of it, doesn't it say based on a true story? So I'm going to base like every opinion on this movie now? Anyway. Paramount Pictures, 118 million. Thank Tommy Cruise. That's Dead Reckoning Part 1. It saved movies or whatever. And Walt Disney. Starring Harrison Ford. That's The Dial of Destiny, bitch. I haven't seen that and I never will, but that's fine. Good score, though. I mean, it's easy because it was like 2 of the most successful original films of the 2000s, and then a bunch of really remarkable pictures that are easy to know. Oh, man. We take those, though. It's nice to get a freebie now and then. Now we're fucking talking, bro. Barbie's not original? Oh, okay, buddy. It's based on the doll. It's pretty original. Like, it's not like they just copied the doll for the movie. That shit would have been like 2 seconds long. Paul Rudd? So we've had old Paul Rudd, young Paul Rudd. Now all we need is regular Paul Rudd. And then we'd have the full Animorphs transformation of Paul Rudd in one stream. That's such a Rudd pose, man. All right, you're right. We got to swanky this. So let me think about this. If we were trying to swanky, so you got Jack Black, you got Jason Momoa, and you've got Jermaine Clement, and you want to get to Frances McDormand. Stop me if you've heard this one before. I think the way that I'm going to do it, and then we want to go to Timothy Chalamet, Steve Carell. The way that I want to do this is Jack Black, Tropic Thunder, and then, I mean, it should be, that can't be by accident. I don't know when the last time I saw Nick Nolte's picture is. This that can't be by accident, man. That's oh shit. It's a star-studded cast. Why am I having such a hard time getting to Brad Pitt and George Clooney? It should be automatic from here. Matthew McConaughey, George Clooney? Nick Nolte, Eddie Murphy, George Clooney? Danny McBride, Alien? George Clooney, Bill Hader, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, George Clooney. Has George Clooney ever been in it? The sources are saying George Clooney's never been in any movies. He's never done a film. Mostly a TV guy, ER. Scroll a little bit more. Maybe that'll get you where you want to go. Maybe you want to go to Lance Bass, Trolls Band Together. And then this is really where it's going to come together, I'd say. Probably go Troye Sivan. Patty Harrison's in this? I've seen this movie like 10 times. I had no idea. Chat, how do I know this guy? How do I know Dylan Francis? He's a DJ? I don't think that could be it, man. I don't think that could be it. I don't know. Looks like Adam Scott. Nah, not really. Take it from the face guy. Not really. Even though I didn't recognize Joe Biden today. Who else you got on this? Let's scroll up, man. Probably go Joey Fatone, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. We'll go My Big Fat Greek Wedding 1, obviously, before they jump the shark. And then I'm very comfortable here. This is Canada. So let's find something that Andrea Martin, SCTV alumnus, was in. She's got to be in something Canadian here, man. Cat in the Hat knows a lot about Christmas. Brother Bear 2. He's the brother living at the top of the hill. Okay, probably New York Minute. I'm trying to get to George Clooney, Brad Pitt. When they say something so Full House phobic, you have to hit them with the Ashley Olsen stare. Drew Pinsky was in this. Daryl Hammond. Jack Osborne. Jeff Stinko. Why am I scrolling? Brother, it's Frank Welker? Frank Welker? We'll take Frank Welker to Batman. I really thought this was the guy. I was thinking of Frank Gorshin, man. Frank Welker must be a voice actor. Now we out here with fucking Melissa Joan Hart. Michael Rosenbaum. Rachel Lee Cook. Antitrust. Ryan Philippe. MacGruber. Harrison Ford. Val Kilmer. Keats. Natalie Portman. George Clooney. Closer. Oceans. Okay, we're halfway there. Closer. Julia Roberts. Ocean's 11. Here's where it comes to fucking press. Ocean's 11. George Clooney. Burn After Reading. Probably could have done that in about 8 less steps. Frances McDormand. Nomadland. And we, right here, we top tick Swanky. Okay, so there's Swanky. Now we go Swanky to Beautiful Boy, and this should be easy. We go back to Nomadland. This is my only rule for the Nomadland connection. If you go in through Francis, you got to come out through David, okay? You go in through Francis, you come out through David, or you go in through David, you come out through Francis. So we're coming out through David. And then we're trying to get to Steve Carell, Timothy Chalamet. Steve Carell, Timothy Chalamet. Which to me is probably like Cold Souls, Paul Giamatti. The Hangover Part 2. And then Steve Carell. He must be running around with these motherfuckers, man. He must be. Steve Carell and Arun Sittenboomerang are laughing it the fuck up, man. How did they get this motherfucker back for The Hangover 2? In The Hangover 1, is he not like a guy who owns a wedding venue in Las Vegas? How did they write him into Bangkok, Thailand somehow in the second one? That doesn't make any sense. It's an insult to the intelligence of the audience that he's now in Thailand. Not to mention that Ken Jeong finds himself back in Thailand. But anyway. Steve Carell, Timothy Chalamet. Oh, I know where I want to go, man. What else? I want to see what else you've been in. What else have you done, man? National Treasure, Book of Secrets, Geely, Studio 54. New York, I Love You must have every actor in history. We're trying to get to Steve Carell. And oh, it's Chris Cooper. I mean, you're not going to stump me on an adaptation. It's Meryl Streep. It's Don't Look Up. Steve Carell. I've been saying that he's in Nicocado Avocado. I've been saying that he's in this for like 4 years. I'd like to apologize. But they are in the 40-year-old virgin together. There's no doubt about that. Steve Carell, beautiful boy. Time, swanky. 7 minutes, 30 seconds, swanky percent. Okay. I might be stupid, but like I don't see swanky there, so. Kimmy was in Don't Look Up. I don't hold it against him, if that's what you're saying. Swanky was in Dune. She played the Reverend Mother Swanky of the Bene Gesserit. Now, what if, who was the Lee that I was saying? Lee from The Walking Dead needs to take over the Jackie Chan part, but then Jeff Carter takes over the Carter part. It's Jeff Carter and Lee from The Walking Dead season 1. That could work, man. That could work. Los Angeles Kings under 500 games played in his entire career. Wayne Gretzky. Any chance that there's a dude, Quinton Byfield? He hasn't been around that long. San Jose Sharks. I'll probably say something crazy like, oh no, I'll probably say something fucking insane like Jonathan Dahlen. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to play Rickety Cricket. Chicago Blackhawks under 500 games played in his entire career. I want to say it's Artem Chubarov. I want to say he didn't play. He played for Vancouver. I want to say, who do I want to say? I want to say I guess I'm going to say Connor Bedard. Alrighty. They gave my man a border, man. It's negative aura. Gave him a damn green border. Like he's on Hollywood Squares or something like that. Classic. I don't even want to say it, but you ever look at like a picture of a 19-year-old professional athlete and just know one day he's going to be bald like you? Happened with Pedersen, man. Pedersen season 1, you're like 100%. And I don't want to. You shouldn't put this on him. But when you know the expression "takes one to know one." Well, I'm one, and I'm knowing one. And the rest of these, just I don't really care. I just don't really care, to be honest with you. I've got incredible Baldar. Yeah, man. What's wrong with Jonathan Dahlen? Nothing. He's better at hockey. He's more ripped than you. He's more ripped than you. Shut the fuck up. That's fucking Borlax. He's fat. He's more ripped than you. You know that one? That's a classic. Matt Damon set before 1980. The talented Mr. Ripley. Interstellar. One-word title. Ignore the informant. Released 05 to 2025. The Adjustment Bureau. This sounds like a fucking accounting firm. The talented Mr. Ripley, the informant at the Adjustment Bureau. That's not how the words read, to be honest with you. Kate Blanchett, set before 1980. Carol! Carol looks like it was set before 1980, just based on her hat. Kate Blanchett, one word title. Tar me. 05 to 2025, Kate Blanchett. Don't say Thor Ragnarok. She's been in lots of shit, man. Please don't. I'm still here. I'm not there. Which one? Which of you is the fucking Bob Dylan movie? I'm still here, or I'm not there. I think it's I'm not there. Oh! Oh! Oh. The aura. What's the other one? Is the other one a Bob Dylan movie too? I'm Still Here is the Joaquin Phoenix one. Oh. Florence Pugh. Set before 1980. Black Widow. One word title. Midsommar. 05 to 20. Just chill. It's a good movie. 2005 to 2012. No one ever talks about how she was a bad girlfriend. They're all talking, oh, good for her, good for her. She's literally a murderer, bro. Well, negligent manslaughterer, maybe. Accessory to premeditated murder. It's just like The Menu. I still don't get the ending of The Menu, man. Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen The Menu. It's like she like aura checks him because he's never heard a lady order a hamburger before. He's like, whoa, lady ordering a hamburger? You're like one of one. Get out of here. Doesn't make any sense, man. Good movie. I like the movie. A lot of people in chat are saying bad movie. Right, the same people in chat saying bad movie, like 3 years ago, they were like, you gotta see it. It's the best movie ever made. The enlightened cinema enjoyer who watched it on an airplane with one earbud in, I thought it was pretty good. And I'm gonna stay with that opinion probably for the rest of my life. Oh, 2025, Florence Pugh. Yeah, it's gonna be Black Widow by a mile. Probably her best movie. Probably everyone in it's best movie, if I had to say. And best poster. Don't worry, darling. I forgot about that one. They bought a zoo? I know, man. That's how easy life used to be in the 90s, man. I watched Nickel Boys on the plane and it ruined the vibe for me for the next 10 hours. Chloe Zhao's next movie is shot the same way as Nickel Boys, but it's from your perspective on the airplane. So the camera is like your eyes watching Nickel Boys on the airplane. So like 60% of the frame is like the 5-inch movie screen on the seatback entertainment, and the other 40% is just like oh shit, get ready, here it comes. Do you like some pretzels or some cookies? Yeah, I'll take pretzels, thanks. No, wait, actually, can I get a cookie? Yes! Yes! I stood up and I clapped. And then the next Claire Denis movie is the POV, the cameras are my eyes watching the Chloe Zhao watch Nickel Boys on the airplane. Anyway, what did we just play? That was Movie Grid. We're getting to the good dolls, don't worry. We should still do spell check. Yeah, that's fucking good. The camera is my eyes on the bike staring at my phone screen like 3 feet away from me and down, so my neck's at like a fucked up angle the whole time. Watching you watch Nickel Boys on the airplane. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Watching you.
Background. A noun meaning the scenery.
Yep.
Reveal. A verb. Weather. A noun meaning the state of the atmosphere with respect.
It's whether it's sunny or not. Don't put too much sauce on it.
Chart. A noun meaning map. Such. Ascribe a verb meaning to refer to a.
No sweat. 5 for 5.
Remonstrance. A noun meaning an earnest presentation of reasons for opposition or grievance.
It just, thank God it's spelled like it sounds, because I've never heard the word in my life before.
Crocodile. A noun meaning.
That one I've heard.
Mason. A noun meaning a skilled worker who. Vetiver. A noun meaning a tall perennial grass. Vetiveria zizanioides.
Again?
Superb. A adjective meaning.
5 for 5, easy. I can stand to fly.
Cotswold. A noun meaning any of an English.
Don't know what it means, but I've read it 100 times.
Heliacal. A adjective meaning relating to or near the sun, used especially of the last setting of a star before and its first rising after invisibility due to conjunction with the sun. The word originates from late Latin heliacus, from Greek.
I don't know why. Anyone else just hear Wolf in the Breast by the Cocteau Twins? That would be such a good sting after you get something right in a dull when you don't expect to. My baby's cry, my babe. I remember I knew you well, especially Glee-Doo. My baby's, oh, our angel I needs away. This is maladaptive daydreaming? Look at the view count, bitch! It's adaptive as fuck! We're well adapted to this fucked up culture, man, for some reason. Doesn't make any damn sense to me, but here we are.
Caldera. A noun meaning.
Some volcanic shit. Almost heliacal.
Castellated. A adjective meaning having battlements like a castle. Castellatus originates.
Castellated.
Bauxite. A noun meaning an impure.
That's a 15 for 15, bitch. That one goes out to all native Gallifreyan speakers and singers out there. That one's for you. I can hear it. And that like they're doing the build in between the penultimate chorus and the ultimate chorus. True blue, I feel. Wow. I don't know. I never know what she's saying. Will Ferrell in The Wedding Crashers listening to the Cocteau Twins. I never know what she's saying. Ma! The lyrics! Whatever. No, Food Guesser, then Scramble. Is omu rice. I'm just going to start by telling you this is, well, it's not omu rice, but it is omu rice. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That's omu rice. But like the cucumber and the chili are kind of throwing me. This is kind of like this is sliced Thai style. They've been slicing it on the bias. But this is omu rice, man. But it's not omu. It sounds insane. This is omu rice, but the egg in omu rice is yellower, and instead of chili sauce, it uses ketchup. I have to say this is Thailand. It's Malaysia. All right. It's not omu rice, but it is omu rice. I don't know what to tell you. It's Indonesia every time, librarian. I don't know what to tell you. It's Indonesia every time. Shrimp. Which country invented shrimp? With a pale pilsner. Shrimp. I mean, this looks very Southeast Asian to me again. I'm going to guess Thailand, but I wouldn't be surprised. Southeast of the Philippines. There you go. I don't really like the shell on, but I would try it at least. Beef. Traditional raw beef sausage seasoned with spices. I don't even want to share this story with you, okay? Because it was not a story. I read it in the newspaper. But also, it's actually going to ruin your life. But maybe that's okay because it ruined my life. Did you guys see the recent literature review of processed meats and the incidence rate of type 2 diabetes and colorectal cancer that suggested there's no safe levels of processed meat consumption? And you're going to say, oh, everything causes cancer. Okay, yeah. Does 50 grams of everything raise your risk of colorectal cancer by 26%, bro? By 26%? And there's way more than 50 grams on the salami sandwiches my mom was packing in my lunch every day when I was a kid. That's crazy. I think at some point you just got to tank it. I'm not eating the bugs. You don't have to eat the bugs. It's just like we got to switch from Italian sausage to ground beef, man. I don't want to. But it's got I can't keep tanking it, man. It adds up. It agglomerates. 100% of humanity is eating this stuff. That's not a scientific argument, dummy. That's like so-called science lovers when all of a sudden it says don't eat so much lunch meat. Like we gotta trust the data on this one, man. We gotta be eating more chicken breast at least. It said it raises your risk precipitously at 3 slices of ham a day. I think a ham sandwich might have like 7 slices of ham on it, or 2/3 of one regular hot dog. How many regular hot dogs is one Costco hot dog, man? And some of you in chat have been telling me that one doesn't fill you up, so every time you go to the store, you got to get like 2 or 3. We gotta take care of ourselves, man. That's not okay. This is beef, huh? Originally made with ox. Coriander. Pearl onions. I feel like this might be China, man. The pearl onions, the raw ox sausage. Nah, I'm feeling like it might actually not be close at all. I'm feeling like this might be Sweden. It's Austenwurst from a little country called Germany, also known as the Netherlands. Whatever. 35. We must have beat the average today. Yeah, we crushed it. Okay, it's Scramble time. This is where the show really gets started. They both look awesome. I'm sick of hearing shit about how the fucking... You know what it is? Whenever people say like, oh, the bun's too small for the fucking meat or whatever, it's how I feel when people are like, oh, I don't like that chord. That chord change is objectively worse than if you did the chord change that was more resonant. Like if you guys were in charge of fucking music, we'd still be doing like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and Mary Had a Little Lamb. We wouldn't be doing Heaven or Las Vegas. Let's just put it that way. You'd be like, that's not the way you're supposed to write a song. I think this shit would be fire. This looks a lot better, though, after looking at it for a reasonably long amount of time. One thing I've learned in this game is that I don't know shit about how British people feel about fish and chips, because the fish and chips, to me, this looks pretty good. And this looks fucked up. No, I have to go with the fish and chips. I can't believe this at an 82%. That looks fucked up. Relish poutine. 3 birria tacos with sauce. The more I play Scramble, the more I'm coming up with a theory about price as well, okay? And my theory about price is that it doesn't matter unless British people are looking for a reason to vote for British food that looks worse than the food that it's up against. I.e., if this was sausage, chips, and gravy at 5 pounds versus sausage, chips, and gravy at 9 pounds, the better looking picture would win. But sausage, chips, and gravy at 5 pounds, British, versus American 3 tacos at 16 pounds, they're going to be like, what the fuck, mate? No way. Sausage, chips, and gravy at a 5 spot by a mile. By a fucking hog's head. Pint of piss. You get a pint of piss for that in Cumbershire. But that being said, I have to say this actually looks pretty good. This looks great too. It is expensive after everything I said. It is a little expensive. Pitmaster box. I'm not the kind of guy to be saying this, but it doesn't look like a good spread of barbecue, even though it is Kansas City. Am I insane? Am I ignorant to say that this looks not great? I like when you see people post social media of barbecue. It's usually this, but there's like 8 slices of everything. Not like 2 slices of everything. I don't think that's a pit master box. I think it's just like, this is like a pit apprentice at most, man. I think I gotta go steak and ale pie. Now, this time I would probably rather have that, but I think this is gonna win. Buffalo fried chicken burger with Korean wings. It's the most millennial food ever made. Versus curry goat and chips. Looks a little impractical. This looks fucked up to eat. First off, this isn't a stadium. This is a pub. Like, this is a table with like a plush leather stippled seat. That's maybe you're like in a sports bar in the stadium or something, but what's going on? This looks good, a little unwieldy, but good. I bet this is going to win. 94%. You guys are becoming a caricature of yourself, to be honest. Pork and stuffing bop with double cheeseburger. I think the cheeseburger looks pretty... You know what? I was going to say it looks bad. And I think like from an aesthetic sense, it does look bad. But I think it looks like it would taste great. So I'll walk that back a little bit. And I never know how to evaluate the pork and stuffing bop, man. Because if this looks bad, this looks worse. I got to try the cheeseburger on. That's close. I can live with it. Smashed cheeseburger with bacon. A positively austere cheeseburger. I would happily select that. That's a rare I agree with Scramble on burger take. It's the Rock's burger by a mile. Don't even debase yourself by talking about the bacon roll. We've been through this before. You don't have to think about it when it's kiwi and sausage pizza. You don't even have to think about it. We go straight to the whatever the alternative is. Sushi rolls versus chicken tikka and rice naan. They both look pretty good. That's not sushi. You should go to Japan sometime. It would blow your fucking mind. The type of you're gonna have to talk to the fucking sushi sensei in the restaurant and be like, excuse me. That's kimbap? Sure, man. I don't know. Maybe. Is tuna kimbap sushi? Kimbap and sushi are very similar. The only difference is one of them has that fuck-ass yellow radish pickle in it. That's the way I look at it. If you buy it from a Korean place, it's kimbap. If you buy it from a Japanese place, it's sushi. Okay? It's that simple for a guy like me. The daikon is goated. It's not called a daikon. Don't call them daikons, bro. It's called Don Muji. Read a book sometime. I don't know, man. Honestly, I think this clears. This looks fucking good. That being 55 is insulting to me. Because, like, is it the best looking thing I've ever seen in my life? No. But I feel like there's some virtue signaling there. I almost feel like there's some, like, ew, that's not fish, but they called it suit. Like, the thing that pisses me off in Scramble is how many of these ratings that I think simply reflect, you called it something, but it has a slight deviation from the form. Ergo, I would not eat that. That shit pisses me off, man. It looked fine. It looked more edible than at least half the shit that you see in this game. We crushed it, though. We crushed it. Thrice me? I don't know what this question is even asking me, to be honest. Alone and with Kale 13, Residente has won what award a record 29 times? Best world album at the Grammys? Latin Grammys? In CBS made history with the first Spanish-language primetime telecast on a U.S. broadcast network by airing what awards show? The Latin Grammys, bro! They don't talk about the Latin Grammys that much anymore. 500 kilometers to Madrid, 8,000 to Cape Town, a plaque atop what promontory? That's the Rock of Gibraltar, bro. Has to be. In 2024, archaeologists at George Washington's house said they unearthed the still edible jar of what fruit? I mean, like, I have to guess that it's cherry. Wasn't he he's the cherry guy, right? According to a study, the guy who only knows George Washington for his orchards. He what? George Washington? The orchard master? No, you got him confused with some other guy. Oh, man. Nah, the cherry guy. Yeah, with the teeth. The teeth made of all natural wood. According to a study published in June, AI can detect Parkinson's with 94% accuracy by sniffing a swab of what body part? Your armpit? Thermal auricular therapy. Oh, it's your ear. Ear was also what I was thinking, man. How does AI sniff? Octuous Octimus by Teslua. Does that answer your question? According to legend, Helen of Troy's biological dad was what kind of bird? A fucking heron. A swan, whatever. It's all fucked up, man. I'll settle for 12 points. That's a pretty good thrice day. You're telling me the book is called The Ugly Duckling, but it's about a swan? Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, to be honest with you. Sort these cities by the population of the country, province, or state that they're the capital of, starting with the largest. Okay, well, is it country, province, or state, man? Oh, no, that's the fucking question. Because Toronto's the capital of Ontario. Okay. So Dover's the capital of Delaware. Nobody lives there. Albany's the capital of New York. It's quite populous. Columbia must have more people than New York. Toronto, New York has more people than Ontario. That's an interesting one. I bet it does. Because New York City must be like 2x Toronto, or at least like 1.6x Toronto. But then the rest of New York is kind of like not that populated. And so is the rest of Ontario. But there's still like Ottawa, Hamilton. Interesting. I think Ethiopia clears them all. I bet Haiti has less, but I might be revealing myself to be silly here. Addis Ababa, right? Ethiopia, of course, has more people than Venezuela, which I said is Colombia for some reason. Anyway. Good. That was pretty good, man. I could not have gotten that. It's actually easy when you're the GOAT, everyone just expects you to be on top of the mountain. You don't know what it's like, man. Higher percentage of people who are Asian. I'm going to say this district in California. Higher percentage of people who work in the arts, entertainment, and recreation. I feel like people are getting. Here's my take. I bet like it's not a major international tourist destination, but I bet if you're from like inland Mississippi, you and your boys or your fucking girlfriends fucking rip it up on a week. Let's go to Biloxi this weekend. Yeah, dude. Let's go to fucking Biloxi, man. It's been so long since we had a fucking Rager, man. What do you say we hop in the fucking Ford F-150 Lightning, go to Biloxi this weekend, man? Less access to public schools. Higher population-weighted mean distance. Who has to travel further to get to a public school? Is this where they do the festival? Is this where Chapel Roan's playing this year? Chowachilla. So the stereotype of Mississippi is that it has bad education. But they play a hell of a college football game. And that doesn't mean that there's not a lot of schools in populated areas. They might just be kind of shitty. California, more of an education-focused reputation, but also, I don't know, there's like 8 roads on this. I'm still going to take it. Fuck. Higher percentage of people who are born in their state of residence. This one's crazy because I feel like both of these are places you move after you get your 3rd DUI and get a divorce. No disrespect. But like, I kind of thought that Florida was like before you wash out. This is really rude. I thought Florida is like the last stop before you wash out of the mainland United States and you have to move to like the US Virgin Islands or something like that. No one spawns there. I gotta go okay, well, shows what I know. My stereotype, it's wrong. I'm gonna say more people in Augusta have chronic kidney disease based on The Walking Dead Season 1 from Telltale Games. That's all I got, though. Kind of hard golf. Oh, this would be huge. We take those, and you know what? No one ever went broke taking profits. Off the back wall, onto the rough. Oh! Hold, man. This is a fucked up shot, man. To do this right after Scotty Scheffler got his 3rd of 4 legs to win a Grand Slam, man. Why couldn't you have given me an easy course like the one they played at the Open Championship this weekend? Allegedly. Same shot every time? Nah, nephew thinks he's Dan Beckner off the first Wolf Parade album. Track 8, same ghost every night. Look it up, bitch. I was there. Shoot it. Shoot it. Oh, it's not falling. Okay. Unbelievable album. It's got some heat on it. The nephews don't know, man. The nephews don't know. I mean, you are a runner. I am my father's son. Same ghost every night. Grounds for divorce. All believe in everything. Fancy claps. What's the Shine a Light? I'm more of a Krughead than a Beckner guy, although I did like the Handsome Furs first album. But I don't know what to tell you. I'm a Krughead through and through. Something about Theater Kid meets like Old English. It just tickles me in the right spots. Beautiful shot in some ways. Oh! Delicate. Look at that. That was a good performance today, man. It was exactly median, apparently. And yet you aren't a fan of the Decemberists? Too twee. Too twee, too precious, too bow tie, too wearing a hat, too Linkara running gif. Set them off to their rivals. The sporting life. I kind of like them, but it's like a little too twee for me. If you're gonna get that twee, you have to get a little like debased for me. You got to get a little Los Campesinos or something. Best song on Emergency and I mean, A Life of Possibilities, Memory Machine, Back and Forth. That would probably be my top 3. The Jitters, You Are Invited. It's kind of a starter song, but you got the spirit of it. To Angle, my personal favorite, man. I'm friends with Los Campesinos. Tell them I love their 2009 album, Romance is Boring. And then also the one before that, We Are Beautiful, We Are Doomed. And then their next question is going to be like, what about our later stuff? I simply haven't heard it because I haven't heard much since about 2012. You should tell them that. You should tell them a streamer on Twitch TV enjoys their music. They talk about you all the time. Yeah, no, I believe that. Used to love your Binding of Isaac stuff. The recent stuff, I just haven't paid attention to it, honestly. They're trying to troll you, but no, dude, that's 270. I'm sorry. I'm gonna aura check them. That looks like an inverted 90 to me. I'm gonna follow my heart. Maybe it's 271, maybe it's 269, but I got it. Oh, 271. Oh. So close, man. You motherfucker, you. Something's wrong with me. I've started doing the poly walnuts like naturally. Anyone here have like a 4-year-old daughter? We end up having dance parties all the time. Now when I dance, I always dance like Shaka style. I always get my thumb and my pinky going into it as I do the gyrations and stuff. I don't know what it is, man. I'm on the corner watching you kiss her. Oh, it just fucking hits, man. It feels right. It feels right. I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh. That's the fucking move, man. Bruce Lee idol animation. Never thought of it that way, and now I'll never think of it any other way. This one's going to be an aura loss, man. Any book by Virginia Woolf, and I'm assuming she did not write the one that's called What's Eating Virginia Woolf, which might actually be a play. I'm going to know this. I'm going to know this. It's not Anna Karenina. No, I don't. Okay, I'm freed. I don't know this. I don't know Mrs. Dalloway. Fair enough. What's Virginia Woolf's most famous novel? This or The Lighthouse. She wrote that shit, the Scrimshaw one? The Scrimshaw Gooner? That's how I would have fucking introduced Robert Pattinson to everyone if I was Willem Dafoe. Also, there's nobody else in the movie to introduce him to. The Scrimshaw Goonler. Anthropomorphic cats who are cartoon mascots in manga, who are from London, who are twins, who are video games featuring female protagonists, child superheroes, children's manga. From London? Is it Kiki's Delivery Service? It's Hello Kitty! I overthought. She's from fucking London? What? Hello Kitty's from London, bro? She's British? That's crazy, man. And not even a cat. Yeah, I guess she's just a person that looks like a cat. Interesting. 1912 establishments in Germany. Science and technology from the Netherlands. Former defense companies of the Netherlands? Fokker. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good, Fokker. 1807 births, 1882 deaths. 19th century American novelists and poets who were abolitionists, poets from Maine, translators of Dante Alighieri. Are you Italian English translators? Man, epic poets, I don't know. Who wrote the Edmund Fitzgerald? American, Walt Whitman. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. 19th century history of the Royal Navy, 1805 in Gibraltar. Ah, fuck. Waterloo? Battle of Waterloo? Trafalgar, it's the other one. I should have wrote a song about this one, then I would know it. At Trafalgar, Admiral Horatio Nelson had quite a peculiar way. You don't know Trafalgar? Okay, you don't know shit about the Battle of the Plains of Abraham, bitch. Stick to your own country. You don't know shit about General James Montcalm, motherfucker. I mean, James Wolfe and Louis Montcalm. You don't know shit about that, bro. You don't know shit about the CBC miniseries Canada: A People's History from 2002. (1959) establishments in the United States. States of the West Coast. Yeah, it's Alaska. This is going to have 98% correct. 1860 speeches. The Gettysburg Address, bitch. That's the one. Oh, drop the. Napster Sean Parker, if he was Abraham Lincoln's speechwriter, drop the. It's better. You know that there was somebody in his ear saying, buddy, just say 87 years. Nobody knows what it means. 77. Theater of Japan, Kabuki. 1972 establishments, Bruce Springsteen, music backing groups. That's the E Street Band, bro. They got Silvio in that. Fictional elements, Star Trek devices, fictional swords. Yeah, I just don't know. Botlith, man. I'll level with you on that one. We got 5. Where's the graph? Where's my graph, bro? Where's my data? Was I the first person to do? Oh, it's a bank holiday today in the UK. Stats are on top now? No, but normally they're here, man. Normally they're right here. Works for me, refresh. Nah, I'll just go on to the next one. I'm sure it'll work tomorrow. Go to Betweenal. Easy come, easy go. You ever done Bracket City? A lot of you fuckers out there, huh? Loves the dulls, lives for the dulls, plays the puzzles every day. Has never seen me play the puzzles because every day I answer the question if I've ever played Bracket City. And then, yep, then another one reveals themselves. You would like it. I have played it, and I assure you, I do not like it. I think that it's a dull created by someone who runs a media company that was like, the New York Times is killing it with puzzles right now. We need to have our own puzzles to get people to spend more time on our website. I believe that it was made with artifice in their heart. I don't believe that they had a pure bolt of providence from above that inspired them to make a puzzle. I think that it was constructed not like this would be a good puzzle, but more, we need a puzzle in order to compete with the New York Times. Yes, and I don't believe it's very good. A lot of publications having that conversation right now. I mean, dude, honestly, so I take my daughter to activities on the weekend. I fly on airplanes now and then. Middle-aged women between 40 and 75 are always playing spell check, connections, Worldle, all the New York Times games. It's actually going like quintuple platinum in that demographic. And good for them, man. They're great puzzles. 75 is middle-aged. The bun's too fucking small for the fucking sausage, mate. Do you see how formalistic you are? There's a slight fucking problem in the fucking sentence, mate. I can't glean the spirit until it's 100% cogent. Why would you, a computer programmer, step into the domain of words with me? Okay? The purity of your spirit has been clouded by the artifice of your education. The rest of us who are living in the real world, we're baking in a little tolerance for some miscommunication now and then because it's complex, man. Unlike Visual Studio Code, I was going to say I don't have a linter, but I have a linter. Because sometimes I have to fix the joke before it comes out. Because if I said it in the wrong way, people would just focus on that. But his education is fake? No, not fake. It's very real. But the reason he did it was fake. He did it to get a job as a computer programmer. Not because it spoke to his spirit. That's what I'm trying. I'm dressing him down, is what I'm trying to say. So what? I didn't say there's anything wrong with it. If you took offense, maybe you got to examine yourself. The money speaks to my spirit. 24 karat gold Labubus. You know what? Maybe they will fill the gap. I don't know. All I got is all these greeting cards behind me given to me by my family on holidays over the years. I wouldn't know anything about that. Maybe ratio? Not even close, man. But you should think about the processed meats, no matter what. I don't think it's, I think it's a bad impulse to see data that you don't like the consequences of and then be like, I don't think the data is real. I look at that the same as, like, I look at anti-vaxxers. If you're going to trust the data about things you agree with, you got to at least mull it over in the... Maybe you're going to say, hey, it raises my risk of colorectal cancer, but I'm still going to eat pastrami. At least be aware. Don't just be like, I don't believe that shit. You could say it's worth it, man. You could say it's worth it. But you have to at least stare it in the face first. Also, the other thing I'll say is if you're like 19, you might not get it. But once you hit 36, some of this stuff starts to You're like, oh, fuck. How many times did my parents microwave food in not microwave safe plastic dishes? Because I don't even know if they had, I don't know if microwave safe was like a thing in 1994, man, when they were making reheated dinners and shit for me. I don't know. Mine used glass. That's huge, man. I'm happy for you. I think mine used glass. I was, as a kid, I was under the impression that you can't put anything in the microwave or the dishwasher, basically. I basically thought no matter what got put into the microwave or the dishwasher, it would either explode or break. By the way, people are saying that that person's rich. That doesn't make you rich, actually. To be microwaving glass in 1994, in a weird way, it might actually mean you're from a country that developed after some other countries, like the United States and Canada. Because I feel like the cycle of consumer preferences is like 19th century, we're using glass for everything. We're reusing metal flatware. And then mid-century, all these incredible like chemical innovations came about, and we got plastic and we got microwaves and stuff like that. And then we were like, we're going to use this for everything. It's the cheapest thing that's ever been made in human history. I'm going to use it for everything. I'm going to pack my kids' lunch in a new bag made of plastic every single day. And then slowly but surely we realized that the 3M Corporation is going to go to hell, and they've been poisoning us for 70 years. And we've been going back to like that more pastoral, like, we're going to put everything in glass again, and then we're going to put everything in ceramics, and we're going to wash and reuse our flatware. We're not going to eat off of this shit anymore. Anyway, like the rose has turned so much on plastic that when I was packing those hockey cards into Ziploc bags, and part of this is just where I live, to be fair, but when I was packing them into Ziploc bags, I was like, I have to drop these hockey cards off in the little free libraries surreptitiously with no one seeing me, because there's a non-zero chance someone walking their dog is going to see me and go, hey, why'd you drop that shit off in a plastic bag? You don't have any rubber bands in your house or nothing? You really put you put a Ziploc bag in the little free library? Anyway, didn't have the heart to tell him the rubber band would have ruined the Libor Hadjicek game-worn jersey card I put in there that's worth about $2.03. Anyway, what was I was playing Betweenal. I've been live for 2 hours. Holy cow. And so don't be mad at me. Take that shit up with Jim Pattinson, man. Why the fuck they still selling Ziploc bags at the grocery store if we're not allowed to use them for anything? Yeah, take that shit to the source, man. Take that shit up to with Johnson & Johnson. %, away from ratio. Ratio is 10 letters from the end of the alphabet. It's 20% of the... Okay, I'm going to play means. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to play oaths. Now we're fucking talking. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oasis? He's a fucking loud Sally can wait. He knows it's too late as he's walking on by. Busting it down sexual style to Don't Look Back in Anger with the shakas. What do we do after Betweenal? Don't we have minute cryptic? The minute cryptic. Solve a clue with a hidden meaning. Edison half screwed a light bulb. Half must be an indicator to take part of a word. And perhaps light bulb is our definition, or Edison is our fodder. You take half the word, side. Well, let's walk through it. Let's start with the indicator. Screwed is reversed. Okay. And the other tells us to reverse some letters. Dias, side. I believe that light bulb is going to be the definition. And let's check on that. Definition is light bulb. It's going to be idea. Light bulb pops over your head when you get an idea. Take half of Edison, chop it, screw it. Ideas, even par. We'll take those. We're good. This and Clues by Sam. This is the sort of thing. This is how you got to think when you get a little older, kids. Okay. I know how it is when you're 19. I want to learn how to speak Japanese. I'm going to be fluent in Japanese by the end of the summer. Good for you if you can do that. I see a lot of clickbait based on that. If you can get it done, it's a good gig if you can get it. For the rest of us, you got to kind of think of where you'd want to be in 5 years. And then you got to structure some behavior in such a way that in 5 years, you'll get there bit by bit by bit by bit. If we keep doing the dulls for 5 years, I believe we can start being a scratch cryptic guy. Like we could have a 0 handicap in the cryptics. My dream is like if I could do a cryptic crossword by myself once with 0 hints, I would be like, it worked. It worked. Let's see Clues by Sam then, weirdo. You Hallex, you're banned from the chat. And you're not banned because you called me a weirdo. You're banned because we played it an hour and 22 minutes ago. And if you care about it so much, you should have been here, and you weren't. And then you were an asshole about it. Do you have any last words for the chat? My bad. See y'all. You should do a typing dull, because that took way too long to type out that prosaic-ass sentence. They're a typing dull, you can get your words per minute up, bro. Embarrassing.